I'm currently working on my PSX horror game called The Mines of Balan, and this is the final devlog. The game will be released pretty soon, hopefully by next week, but I can't promise anything. In the last video, I made one type of enemy monster, and it's pretty easy to counter, so let's make another one. The deformed human will patrol a given area, and if we look at them for more than a second, it will kill us. I started by making my previous soldier model more deformed. And by that, I mean I gave him a Habsburg chin, and did some random stuff with its back and chest. I wanted to do more, but I realized we won't really see him anyway, because if we look at him, we die. Then I imported this animation from Mixamo. I wanted some creepy twitching walking, and I luckily found something similar. Then I modified my already modified soldier texture to look more scary. I gave him like 3 more eyes, because why not? I also tried drawing some wounds on its body, but yeah, it doesn't look that great. Then I imported the texture, slapped it on the model, and it looked quite scary actually. I mean, I hope I won't meet him on the streets at night. But looking at it now, it kinda looks like some drunk idiot trying to find his way home, so maybe I should have found a better animation, but I won't change it now. Oh, and I also made my enemies make random sounds while walking, like this.
Can you hear me?
Then, I had to implement this game mechanic. The player has this device called the Miky meter, named after our channel mascot, Miky, which shows the existence level of nearby entities. If the value is above 0.5, it's the first type of enemy. If we look at him, he doesn't attack us. Otherwise he tries to catch us. If the value is below 0.5, then it's the enemy we created like 30 seconds ago, and if we look at him, we die. This type of enemy is much harder to avoid, because you obviously can't see him that much, you have to rely on the device and your ears. But before we do that, if you enjoy the video, consider liking and subscribing to the channel. So here's my detailed model of the Miky meter. Then I applied some texture to it, and a label, so I can write values on the device's screen. As you can see, when there are no enemies nearby, the screen says null. But if it detects an entity, it will give a random value based on the entity's type. So I programmed the second type of enemy's AI. So here's what happens when you look at him for more than a second. Scary, right? Please tell me it's scary. I made a few horror games during my 4-year game dev career, but this was the first time I was scared of my own game.
Do I exist?
I didn't have any problem with the first type of enemy, those are pretty easy to avoid. But the second type, those are horrible, and in a good way. So in this level the player has to find 3 keys scattered around the map. These keys are all near an entity's patrol area. So if I go there at the wrong time, the monster will be right there, guarding the key. So it's mostly based on luck, as their patrol is a bit randomized. I'll probably make a tutorial about this later. But as you can see, I became so scared as soon as I saw value below 0.5, I just faced the wall and waited for the entity to go away. So after we find all 3 keys, we can advance to the next level.
Can you hear me?
Except I haven't implemented it yet, so we can't really advance right now. Hey, it's me from the future. I made the next level, where you have to make a decision. Hey, change plans. Come back to the surface immediately. You can go home. Please, don't try to stay there. There are 2 endings in the game. If we don't listen to him, and go further into the cave, we can get a short and not that great ending. For the true ending, you have to listen to him and go back to the surface. I also started working on the bigger project. I kinda rushed the Minds of Balan so I could work on my next game, because I had more ideas for that one, and I also ran out of inspiration for my current project, and it's also a bit short. But anyway, that's it for this video. I'll make an announcement when I publish the game for free on itch.io. Bye.